Hey, can I tell you something? Something that still messes with my head? So, a few years ago, I took this red-eye flight from LA to New York. Flight 237. I was flying solo, nothing dramatic, just your usual late-night trip. I'd done it a dozen times before, but this flight, this one was different. Right from the start, something felt off. We boarded around 11 p.m. Everyone looked half asleep. Flight attendants doing their routine, passengers quietly settling in. I got seat 17A, window seat as always. And once we were in the air, things started to get weird. The cabin lights flickered. You know how they sometimes do, right? But this wasn't that. It felt like they were glitching, like an old VHS tape on rewind. Then the seatbelt sign blinked and disappeared completely. I looked outside, and I swear it's nothing, just pitch black. No city lights, no stars, just void. I pressed the call button for a flight attendant. No one came, so I waited. Maybe turbulence, maybe they were just busy. But then I noticed something. No one around me was moving. No one. Everyone just sat there, like stiff, eyes wide open, not blinking, not talking, not even breathing, it seemed. I touched the arm of the guy sitting next to me. He didn't flinch, didn't even feel alive. At this point, I was getting freaked out. I stood up, walked down the aisle. Every passenger had frozen, like mannequins. Even the baby in row 12. Silent. I rushed to the front of the plane, and the cockpit door was wide open. That's when my heart dropped. There was no one inside, no pilot, no co-pilot, just static on the controls and this cold, mechanical hum echoing through the cabin. But the plane was still flying. I turned around and saw a reflection in the cockpit glass. A man, tall, wearing a pilot's uniform, but he had no face. When I turned around to look at him directly, he was gone. Suddenly, the intercom crackled, and this deep, gravelly voice said, "This is your captain speaking. Thank you for choosing Flight 237. Destination, regret?" The lights shut off completely. The plane jolted, and outside the window, I kid you not, the stars were spiraling backwards, like time itself was reversing. I ran back to my seat, but everyone was gone. Every seat. Empty. Like I was the only one who ever boarded the plane, and sitting on my tray table was a photo of me. But I looked older, hollow. My eyes looked like they'd seen everything. I flipped it over. On the back, written in red ink, "You've flown this route before." Then the cabin screen in front of me lit up. Just one line. "It always ends here." The plane started to shake. Hard. I screamed, ran to the emergency door, pulled the handle, and then everything went black. I woke up in my apartment in New York, safe, normal. But it didn't feel real. I checked my phone trying to shake off the dream, and I saw a notification. News article, wreckage found in the Adirondack Mountains. Flight 237, a flight that disappeared 5 years ago. Same number, same route. All passengers declared dead. The timestamp on the article was that same night. So now, every time I fly, especially at night, I double-check the flight number. And if the lights flicker, or someone next to me stares too long without blinking, I hold my breath, because maybe, just maybe, Flight 237 isn't done with me yet. And next time, I might not wake up.